Good morning, everyone. It is day 2 of Vlogmas. It is earlier than it was yesterday, but I am even more exhausted today because the coming into mommy's room in the middle of the night saga is continuing, and it was not very good last night. I'm very tired. But anyways, on to Vlogmas. I wanted to show you what the kids got in their advent calendars yesterday, and I wanted to try my new tea, and I wanted to show you what our little elf got up to, and maybe I'll show you my tree. So here are the 3 items. So this is from the Bluey. This is Socks. If you know the show, you know that this is their cousin Socks. And then they got this from the book. So Holiday Mischief with Stitch. And then this is what my son got in his monster truck advent calendar. So if you recall from yesterday, this is the Bluey. That is the book. This is the dog, and we gave my dog their toy. It looked like that. Maybe I'll insert a picture of what it looks like now. Yeah, so these won't last long, but it looks like he enjoyed it. And then we're gonna bring this one out for my tea, and then that was the big one. Okay, so let's check out my teas this morning. Let's see, where's number 2? Right here. Ooh, a black tea, Anna's Cookie black tea. So while that tea is doing its business, I'm going to show you what my elf got up to last night. And so not only did this happen, but we got all the Christmas stuff down and we put our tree up. So here's our elf on the shelf. He's basically climbed up a ladder that he put all ramshackle up here, and he is trying to get the window clings up, because we always put window clings. My kids are young enough that they love putting window clings up. So that is what our elf did. And I hope it's not too dark to see this, but this is our Christmas tree. It's like perfect size for where it's sitting. This is, we usually get a real tree, but they're becoming really expensive in the last couple of years. So we decided to try buying an artificial tree and just doing that for a couple of years. And then we probably will go back to real trees. But yeah, so I love how it's pre-lit. It's so much easier, but yeah, it's doing its thing. It does white lights as well as the colored lights. So now I just have to figure out the rest of my Christmas stuff. Okay, time for tea. Now again, that was that Anna's cookie, and it is a black tea, so I did sweeten it and put some milk in it. So let's go give it a try. I'm getting absolutely no flavor. And I hear my son coming, so we're gonna make this quick. So as far as Christmas books to read, because December for me is very much about Christmas books, I try to read from my physical TBR, so I do have several Richard Paul Evan books that I want to get through. I love these books. They're just so traditional and good for the Christmas season. But I also have some new books that I have received as gifts over the last couple of years that I want to get to. So we have Christmas by the Book by Anne Marie Ryan. Good morning, buddy. Try that again, shall we? So, Silver Lining, the kids are awake super early. It's not yet even 7 a.m. But that means that they will actually probably take a nap today. So, I can't be mad. So, what I was going to be talking about before they started to come downstairs, and maybe you saw a little bit of it, maybe you didn't, we ended up making some sprinkle pancakes because that's what our advent calendar told us to do today. Super fun. And I think our little elf gave us some sprinkles to do that, so the kids are eating right now. So I thought I would pop on downstairs to show you what I'm reading this month. So I'm a big fan of Richard Paul Evans. So I have this book as well as several others of his that I haven't yet been able to read, but I have been able to slowly accumulate from thrift stores. And I haven't read him in a couple years, and I miss it. I really like the traditional books that he does. And this one is going to be super fast, but it has a lot of just like really small sayings and a lot of really pretty artwork that goes along with it. So I'm excited to kind of sit with this one next to the tree and just like be immersed in Christmas spirit. So I'm going to read this one, and then I'm probably going to pick up another one of his. Like I said, I just really enjoy that. It just brings me into the tone of Christmas. So I'm going to do that. And then, of course, I usually get Christmas books for Christmas, and I love to read them during the Christmas season. So these are a few that I have gotten in the last couple of years that I'm going to try to get to this year as well. So I always get a Debbie Macomber. This one is called A Christmas Duet. So I do believe if we look in here, if this is just, it is one story. So this says, Haley Morgan's life has always revolved around music. She once had big dreams of becoming a professional songwriter, but the reality has led her to working as an assistant high school band teacher in Portland. As the holidays approach, Haley dreads the annual tradition of spending Christmas with her family and dodging her mother's meddling questions about her love life. It looks like when Haley's close friend offers her the use of her family's empty cabin for rejuvenating solo holiday retreat, Haley decides to finally do something to make herself happy. And it looks like there's a man involved, of course. So that is going to be a fun, cozy read. So we'll take a look at that. And then I also got this book. So this is Christmas by the Book by Anne Marie Ryan. And if you look, there's a little doggy. And I feel like I've seen this on maybe BookTube. But this says, Nora and Simon have run the beautiful oak-beamed bookshop in their British village for 30 years. Oh, I'm going to love this. But times are tough and the shop is under threat of closure. This holiday season, they will really decide their fate. When an elderly man visits the store and buys the one book they've never been able to sell, it gives Nora an idea. She and Simon will send out books to those feeling down this time of year and lift people's spirits through the power of reading. Oh, I'm getting teary-eyed. The couple quietly deliver books to residents in need of festive cheer, including a single dad trying to make ends meet. Okay, this is gonna be a good one. I'm excited for that. Okay. I didn't realize I was gonna get emotional this morning. Anywho, then on to maybe more spicy things. I'm not sure. I don't have the synopsis for this, but we have How My Neighbor Stole Christmas by Meghan Quinn. Now, I think this was really big. Like last year, I think I saw a lot of people reading this. And this isn't actually the book that drew me to a book.
It's actually the second one in this. It's a series now, and the second one is called Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal. Let me see if I can get the cover art. Um, and so I saw that book, and I didn't realize that the two were associated. And so I saw that this was an actual sequel, the Filthy Animal one, and I was like, oh, well, I'm definitely going to have to read the first one in case there's any correlation, which I'm sure there's not. A lot of these Christmas books, it's just like a familiar character is in both. So I will definitely, uh, but I'll definitely be reading the first one first. So here is the cover art for the second one. So this is what I saw. Let's see, make this bigger. So this is the one that I saw. Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal. And so that's what I wanted to read because if you know me, you know I love Home Alone. um, but I have to read things in order. So I'll read those as well. Usually I always have something going. So I'll have my physical books, I'll have my KU books, and then I usually have an audiobook. So I'll put the cover art here, but I'm reading a book. I think it's called Christmas with a Crank, and I don't know the author, but again, I'll put the cover out here. And I'm about 30% into that one, and it's really lovely. It's about a family who owns a Christmas tree farm, and it's their last Christmas with the farm. They are going to retire and sell the farm, and they have enlisted the help of a local to make it the best last Christmas. Thing is the son of the farm owners has come back into town, and he's like kind of cranky, and he is very resentful towards the farm. But the woman that they've enlisted to help rejuvenate for that year is like a childhood sweetheart of his. So we're seeing a little bit of rekindling, and it's very sweet so far. I've really been enjoying it, listening to it. So I'll let you know. So as the month progresses, you'll get reviews of all of these books. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Have you read any of these books? Do you have any other Christmas read recommendations? I don't know why, but I always like shoot for like 12 Christmas books in December. I don't know why. It's just my thing. 12 is a great number. But beside that, I will connect with you again tomorrow and show you what the kids got in their advent calendars, as well as show you another tea, and we'll get up to something else. So until then, I hope you are reading something festive, taking care, staying safe, and as always, you know how it goes. Happy reading. Bye.